This is obviously a must-win for Vici Gaming. You've been following the story that is happening for this last year. Vici Gaming, they are not going to be going to TI if they get dropped out right here.
So I think Vici Gaming, because they've had similar support duos, or maybe it's just a DY thing for the past few years, they've always had very active supports. They would always make early mid rotations.
Trying a little bit here. Kingslayer is going to be hit by this Inkswell. He's actually going to take a lot of damage. He's going to fall here. No fairy fire, anything to protect him. Old 11 picks up the first blood.
Yeah, that's a really cool. It's like low risk too, right? Because this DK is just so tanky. Grimstroke's going to cast spells from the back. That's actually, if that was intentional, that's really next level.
Yeah, that's really interesting. GPK turning around Avalanche, trying to keep Ori back, but he's going to get pulled back into the cold feet. Does root him down. They have a sentry available. Throw the silence on him to make sure there's no toss. Inkswell may actually be able to get them +1 here. His save is in some trouble. They're turning around, doing a lot of damage to Ori. Ori does manage to finish off the Lion. Kingslayer slowed down by just a little bit of AoE. He's going for the kill, but time and time again, he's going to find those nasty supports. Yeah, that is something that in the Enigma lineup, it felt like in some ways Virtus Pro had a similar stalling out period where they couldn't pressure the Spectre enough. Inkswell combination with the Storm Spirit and an Ice Blast. Yeah, that's a dead Timbersaw right there. And Vici Gaming with a successful rotation off of a smoke. I kind of want to back up on that point because I think some people miss out on this. It's these offlaners that are able to take their tower first and then TP to their safe lane, and they just stand there, right? They're a wall.
They're a wall.
Oh god, is he gonna die again? He just came back. Goes mid lane, is immediately going to be caught by the Dragon Knight plus Inkswell combination. Once again with the Ice Blast. They're going to turn around onto the Spectre who haunted in, but it looks like they're a little shy on damage. Nice double Dragon Tail stun off of the bound there from PYW, but they're deep underneath this tower. They are going to be able to kill Kingslayer, but at the same time, Old 11, his life is forfeit for all of this action. A 1-for-2 trade to the favor of Vici Gaming.
They didn't even bring their Storm to the fight. They drew every single VP hero there.
I feel like Nigma has this understanding of pressure on the mid lane that like every other team is behind right now. Something about the way that they're able to constantly collapse on the mid lane and take the opposing mid tower first seems so good. Old 11 going for it again. DM though, wise to their tricks, and they're going to be able to get the punish too. Nice toss back there from GPK. Throws the Avalanche as he walks backwards here to make sure that the Phantom wouldn't cause him too many issues. Vici Gaming losing their offlane.
You're not used to the situation you're in. You can see like he didn't get the stun right away. It felt awkward for him. He's not sure if he wants to go. Yeah. But they end up going because maybe some communication's breaking down or something, and then it looks bad for him. All of a sudden, you lose your DK, and
Ori rounds the corner, and voila! It's save and Nightfall right there in front of you with the chain stun combination. Virtus Pro recognizing a huge power spike, but at the same time, Vici Gaming, they also smoke. They're playing the right-hand side behind this tower after yet another Dragon Knight casual push here, and he's going to be caught, no doubt, but he does manage to get the tower before he dies. Old 11 is going to get blown up pretty quickly, but a nice Ice Blast into the back line. Looks like Ori is going to be able to assassinate Save as well. Two of the front lines die, and they've lost their support. Timbersaw, Kingslayer, Nightfall, that's all that's left in this fight. Now say goodbye to Kingslayer. Now the two tanky boys. Save with a buyback is going to be able to come in and execute Poyo with a nice Finger of Death. The thing you said about like the small mistakes kind of putting you off your game, you could definitely see that from DM. He's used to being able to sit in front of his safe lane tier 1 tower, be the aggressor, be able to
10 seconds for Haunt.
Farm out top. Haunt coming
3
in.
seconds now, actually.
Virtus Pro really want to be able to even out and take this mid tower. Spotted out. Grimstroke, they're going to be able to blow him up first. PYW just needs one more hit, but it looks like GPK has failed to be able to get it. The Magic Wand keeps him alive, and now GPK is in trouble. At the same time, Old 11's copped a lot of damage off the Wraith King in the second life, but look at that. They've actually got the illusion. Poyo, he's going to be nailing this Timbersaw until he eventually falls. Virtus Pro, things are just not going right for them, AUI, as now Old 11 actually being able to find the extra pickup. They're going to buy back on the Timbersaw here, knowing that this team fight is a bit of disaster, but actually turned around. So much damage coming up for the Timbersaw, plus the fact they have the Finger of Death to take out the Storm Spirit, but Nightfall eventually is going to die and doesn't have a reincarnation. Back over to the Dragon Knight. Chakram will finish him up. Save, hoping that he can be protected by the Timbersaw, but there's not much a Timber can do. Support's kiting him around. Oh no, threw out the Chakram. That means this Phantom, it's not going anywhere. It's going to latch on top of him. The Ice Blast is back, and excuse me? PYW is godlike.
PYW has a 20-minute eggs and he's godlike. What's happening?
I'm just sitting there going like, there's a Wraith King illusion.
Yeah.
He's got an Aghanim
He has
scepter.
an
What the hell?
scepter at 20 minutes. He completely changed that fight.
You just force it. Right? You're like, oh, we spent a smoke. We have to get a kill,
right? It happens
right?
all the time. Like, it's okay to mess up a gank. It's okay to just accept a mistake and go for a higher percentage play later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are they running up this? They're going to run in full vision.
Nightfall's just going up there, but at the same time, Dragon Knight, he's already jumped. Kingslayer's just dead right off the bat. Now the Storm Spirit's going to be able to grab GPK here with an Ice Blast on top of him, and they've got the Soul Bind. This Tiny's going to take out. They're just losing cores here. So much of the back line is just being disrupted by this Storm Spirit, and eventually, Nightfall can be left for last. Oh, save. They're going to be able to find one more. Ori still had plenty of mana, apparently, so he finds save on top of the 3 kills that they had already gotten just outside of the Roshan pit.
They didn't...
Yeah.
I don't think... Like, on replay reveal, like, I don't think they'll think that could potentially even be a good play. That was so weird. I'm both impressed with Vici and disappointed that the VP that I expected doesn't seem to be showing up.
Yeah. Particularly since, you know, the word was, Virtus Pro, they were doing really well in scrims going into this event. Seems like they were botting everyone. Ori finds an opening, another Soul Bind latching between the Tiny and the Timbersaw. They're both going to get silenced, and maybe DM can make it out alive here as he finally kills the Phantom. But the important hero, GPK, is Tiny, the initiator, the big damage dealer, the guy who's going to be killing this Grimstroke. He dies at the start of every single fight.
Like, this hero, like, what could he do this game? I don't even know. I mean, there's a lot of... I guess there's some small things, right? Like, when he got his blink timing, they kill Timbersaw mid, and it ruins VP's timing, but they're still going.
Still going to go for this Wraith King. Turns around, okay, they've got to buy back off this, and when it looks like Vici Gaming maybe have overextended, they've lost Poyo-Yo. Ori is in right now, but Nightfall still has the last bit of his BKB. Running strong, now going for the Grimstroke. They know PYW is worth a lot of gold right now. Whoever gets that one is going to get almost 700 gold for that bounty. GPK sees that Ori is very low on mana here. He's got maybe one little small zip left, so Virtus Pro, they could just keep running if they want to. Turns around and actually stalls up GPK by grabbing him there.
I think they got him though.
With the Vortex, but he's going to blink forward. Avalanche toss backwards into some of his allies, and then, yep, he's dead. Life number 1. Can he time the stomp here? Kingslayer's going to go for it. Stomped. Follow up, Earth Spike, didn't even see if save was there, so of course they've got him. Plenty of disables are left there. Get some vision in the triangle, so even if this smoke doesn't work, they may still be able to find a good team fight to come. At the same time, Vici Gaming, they may walk into this one. If Virtus Pro is in the right position, they could break it on the high ground, but they won't. Old 11, charging forward, turning into the Dragon immediately. There goes the Haunt. They're going to smart some of the members. They see save. He's immediately going to be orching it up. He's definitely dying. The stop attempted by Kingslayer, interrupted by Ori. He makes sure that both the supports are going to die now. And Nightfall, he has to go for the BKB, teleport out. This fight was a disaster.
You know, I was watching this game 2 in the group stage, TNC versus EG.
Okay.
And Fly was playing AA against like a Spectre and like a lot of jump. I actually thought he should sit in the fountain and TP in after Haunt was used. I don't think it's... Oh, they're going though.
Well, they do manage to get the initiation first this time around. This time on the Dragon Knight, but he managed to get out the BKB after the Finger of Death, and Saber's already dead. Elder Titan orchid it up is also in trouble. Even though he has the Ghost Scepter, he's very likely to die. And first life already gone for the Wraith King. He's going to come back with hell to pay. Ice Blast over the top of things. And this time around, he actually doesn't feel comfortable going for the TP out. I think he was hoping for maybe to be able to Shadow Blade away, but no. To have to concede up a Roshan, which is kind of game-winning for Vici Gaming. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Situation.
I mean, you're down 17k with Roshan disadvantage versus, as you said, a better late-game draft. I think it might ends up. I could check over here. It's bugged and it doesn't show me because he's not in Dragon form. It's not bugged. I'm just dumb and can't read.
Yeah, it won't tell you until
I'm waiting. So the Aegis is about to
He jumps in, inks well. He's going to be able to get a Chain Sun, may even be able to kill Kingslayer off this. Kingslayer getting for the stomp, but they've already lost save. He immediately buys back. He's now been tossed back by GPK. They're trying to get this Elder Titan out, but they also need to be able to save their carry. Nightfall's in trouble. Kingslayer, Ori trying to get those last couple of hits in, a bash from Poyo-Yo is able to finish him off. Now they start retreating though, knowing that more buybacks are coming in. The toss back into the fountain, Poyo-Yo! Oh, his Aegis was just about to expire. Whoa, what a jump in from Ori! Inside of the fountain he goes, Sports to make sure that Poyo-Yo is able to get out of range of another toss back into the fountain again. Ori, though, used so much mana in doing that little bit of nonsense that he ends up dying. Nightfall kills him off with 1100 damage crit. Now they're chasing for more. Nightfall has his own illusion to contend with, but he does have the reincarnation. Poyo-Yo is going to be able to dispatch him pretty quickly. That's life number one. Old 11 dealing with the support. Save's already dead. Die back for him. DM caught in the soul bind, not able to get away, but that's going to free up Nightfall as soon as he dies. But Nightfall, it actually isn't even the Spectre. Half the time it's this damn Grimstroke illusion.
That Wraith King just killed 4 heroes. I think it did 8,000 damage that fight. I'm not even kidding. 8,000 damage.
Oh my god.
What just happened?
I mean, without a doubt, we know who our MVP was for that game one. PYW. What a monster on the Grimstroke.
I don't know, though. I feel like VP should look better than this. Like, maybe the teams they're playing against are like, it's Nigma and Vici. They're very good teams.
Yes.
They're the teams that won the wild card, that progressed through the meta.
You know, I love this role that DY is playing. All you do as a fight position is you just kind of distract the enemy from hitting your carry.
Yeah, you buy souls and you sort of like run around and try to...
Oh, there it is, first blood. Not expecting him to die to just an ancient apparition. Looks like he just underestimated.
Old 11's getting bullied, man. This A, he's level 5 and he's just beating him.
What's the skill build on this?
A has 302 and Luna has 3 points in aura, so this A is hitting really hard.
Oh, he's gonna hit him, that's it! Dead again!
Sag.
Kingslayer owning this lane.
I think the first one's at 6 minutes, and it's supposed to be a 2.5 minute cooldown.
Yeah, so they're...
Yeah, so here comes the Centaur. He's just sliding over.
Okay.
Come into Phoenix's DMs, and, you know, it's not a happy message.
Hey, what's going on, man? You want to see this picture I got? Oh, well, there he goes. PYW dead. It's not a good picture at all.
He does manage to refill his Lena's bottle, which is helpful. She has her Yule's timing, so that bottle refill might give him a little bit of a timing, but the moves aren't simple for Vici right now. It doesn't feel like you can just really go anywhere and arena someone.
Ice Blast into Exorcism, so Virtus Pro can use this momentum to try and invade Vici Gaming even further. Now,
I don't know how. He just has so much farm. He's playing really well. No deaths yet, even though his tower died.
Yeah, he was a big reason why they were able to do so well last game was because of him being able to do really well against the Timbersaw in lane.
The Centaur did slightly win that lane, but farm it up.
Good smoke break. GPK is actually going to try and fight this one with a Stampede, but there goes the arena. Is it block it out? It's not blocking out the shots. The Luna kills it. They managed to bring down the Phoenix. No explosion there, and the rest of Vici Gaming already dead. And the roars coming from the Virtus Pro side of the building. It's loud. They're feeling it right now. They were probably frustrated after that game one.
So I think Death Prophet, ever since they changed the animation to Crypt Swarm, this spell has become a really good team fight spell. It feels very casual and nice to use. On a smoke straight up from Vici, they're mad. They just lost a fight. They want to get something on the map. Maybe a bit of a desperation move to go for this.
Yeah, they're trying to sneak in a Roshan right now, but Virtus Pro, they know. DUI. Uh-oh, my friend.
He's fine. He's okay.
Yeah. If he's okay being dead, then maybe he's fine, but he's going to be gone for 20 seconds.
Roshan, okay with his death.
GPK with the Exorcism. Again. Looks like they're going to be able to get this with no contest. Silence going out, preventing the Mars from getting anything there. Old 11 spotted by the Sentry, not going to be able to throw a spear, throw an arena, nothing. Vici Gaming, they are just stumbling about now. They're going to buy back, see if they can actually win this around the outpost here as GPK is heavily committed in. And looks like the rest of Virtus Pro, they're just going to leave him behind, speared down into the tier 2 area. DM came back to try and help out GPK, but I feel like the rest of Virtus Pro, they actually are going to come back in. They have the Eclipse with the level 2. They're going to be able to blow up several heroes with that one. Lena and Phoenix gone. Old 11 playing outside of his arena right now, trying to block off these shots from Nightfall, running down to the river, looking to be able to jump, but he just can't get far enough away. Nightfall with the triple kill. Virtus Pro played it slow and found their opportunity to re-engage off of the Eclipse.
I would say Ursa can always kill Luna as long as he's not 2 items behind.
Okay, so I know that you think this as we watch the replay real quick of Nightfall coming in with the Eclipse, and you can see
that's really funny, actually. we missed DY, so just coming into the jungle there and getting popped.
Yeah.
Maybe because he didn't have ultimate, so maybe, you know, saves play.
Save.
He basically killed him. He did this.
They spotted Ori. Silence before he can get off the LSA. Goes for the Yule Scepter, but GBK is here too. I think Virtus Pro, they realize how much stronger they are than Vici Gaming right now and are just using their speed to just zoom around the map constantly.
VP, if they see the BKB, they should just kite out the fight, try to kite that Aegon BKB, and then reset. They have a lot of sustained damage in teamfight. They're wrapping all the way around here.
Yeah, Vici Gaming playing on this high ground, but if they wrap all the way around, this is the last place that Vici Gaming are expecting this kind of jump. They jump forward, immediately hit the Ursa, stun him up, but the BKB is going to go off immediately afterwards. Going for a Nightfall right now, but he actually doesn't feel good about it. You can see he's walking away. He's leaving Old 11 and Ori behind. Ori, who's going to be targeted down by Save's Wind Ranger. They go for the Supernova, the explosion. It is gone. Ends up dying. DY, yeah, Poyo-Yo. Even though he wanted to leave that team fight, he's still kind of stuck around, and ultimately means he gets caught by the Yule Scepter.
I think Ursa did 3 right clicks that fight. They know that they have the team fights won. You can just secure some more map control, and this is where Luna really shines, right? As soon as those glaives get off, the Raxes are dead. It's impossible to fight into this.
Yeah. Now you could see just
but Vici want to.
They're gonna try spearing back Nightfall. This is a good opportunity here, but the Ice Blast is coming in. Looks like Nightfall is gonna get burned out by the Sunray. A good start for Vici Gaming. They need to be able to catch more heroes though. Kingslayer, a slight TP away, gets him out.
It's a lot of conditions to meet. The more conditions you have to meet to fight in Dota, the more complicated it is, the more harder it is to pull it off. But I mean,
so that's why big team fights like the Black Holes, Tidehunter, Ravages, right? Those are very simplified team fights.
It makes it easy to see what you have to do to win the team fight. It's not simple to see for Vici how to win this team fight. They have to play this entire game and think of how to take these fights. It's really hard to do.
Ice Blast spots 2 in the back line with a stomp coming out from DM, hits both of them. Supernova still goes off. It's on the high ground here. Can the Mars stop it? He was actually silenced for so long he couldn't get it off in time. No, the Supernova does explode. They couldn't get the last hit in, and now stuck inside the arena with a Sunray on the high ground. They are getting burned down. Ori popping the BKB, but he sees Save. Save, as the 4th-position Wind Ranger, is going to chase this Lina away. But a nice spear back in by Old 11 finishes off that support. DM and Save are both dead. It's 3 of Virtus Pro staying alive. Vici Gaming losing nobody in that team fight. In fact,
all the conditions I talked about, Vici managed to find them. They took a fight into the high ground. They traded the arena and egg to kite the BKBs, and they got it with everyone alive. They should, I mean, that's super impressive.
How did that egg not die?
Nah, that's a perfect arena, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, GPK, like...
Oh, VP still want to fight, though.
They really are, and they are going to be able to kill Old 11 even through the Aphotic Shield. Oh, dear. They thought they had a free Roshan. They may still be able to get it. Virtus Pro, are they going to try and jump in, silencing him? Ursa's not happy with that one. They're going to have to back out DM again with the 2-man stomp, but this time around the Phoenix will die. No Supernova to save you, sir. The Lina also falling right next to him, and Virtus Pro will now take full control of the Roshan pit and grab the Aegis.
This A hero, it's just so strong. I think it's going for a Butterfly Nyx. I think he might not get a chance to use it because he might win the game here, but I think the item's correct. That's all.
Yeah.
So that was a useless thing to say. Why did I say that?
No, I think it was fair. If they can actually keep this going.
Look at these glaives. They're just chunking down DY.
Yeah. And it always feels so terrible when you're like, oh, we can't stop him hitting this tier 3. They're going to go for him now, trying to burn out that Aegis with low commitment. But Poyo-Yo is going to find he's going to have to use his BKB to get out of here. And that is not what they wanted. Okay, Nightfall is going to willingly expend his first life here to keep this going. Exorcism bringing down the tier 3 tower. Ori looking to get the stun. Nice Manta, though. And the glaives begin to bounce. Vici Gaming are going to have to forfeit this area. Oh, never mind. Old 11's going to go for it. Managed to spear off the Death Prof, the Supernova on the outside of the arena, too. This will definitely explode, but the Virtus Pro, they're going to pop their BKBs and get out of range of the giant explosion. Now they're jumping back in. Silence up on the Phoenix, not letting him make Icarus dive away until the Aphotic Shield. Not even that. Couldn't get the dive away. The Aphotic Shield cleansed off the silence, but there was just too many disables coming in as Nightfall with a well-timed Lucent Beam helped get that kill.
He's a player who can sort of carry a game and sort of do his role, which is like very good for a mid player to have. It's one of the best qualities.
I mean, yeah, he's probably his most well-known heroes like Viper. You know, that's not like exactly a late game hard carry, but he's a beast on that. He's doing really good on the dash. Probably managed to dodge the spear there as Old 11 attempting an execution there. Great Shackle going out. DY gonna pop his ultimate to remove that. Ice Blast over the top is gonna hit Ori. But the problem is, Vici Gaming not losing any heroes to this. They still have to be able to fight for their barracks. The Supernova is gonna go down. That's gonna force Virtus Pro to back it up a little bit. The rest of Vici Gaming do get time to recenter themselves. Virtus Pro buy back on save. He's saying this is an opportunity in the game, and I mean, the tier 3 is down. Once that Luna starts hitting the barracks.
They should go for it. Ursa has no BQB, and they still have BQBs under 1 and 2.
There goes the Arena. Trying to go for the spear. BKB out from Nightfall. Turns around, hitting DY. At the same time, Poyo does manage to focus down DM. Damage really racking up. GPK, though, on the front line is going to pop the sheep. Great Shackle out from Save. Beautiful initiation that catches 2 cores and pretty much ends the game right here. As you can see, Vici Gaming, call it. And we are going to a game 3. I think, Curtis, both you and I are breathing a bit of a sigh of relief. We wanted to see Virtus Pro do something. We don't necessarily care if they go out in this series, but they need to be able to show that they are the hype. It's not flat. You know, there is something behind this team. Game 3 to determine who's going to be going home and who's going to be progressing further. Vici Gaming, of course, Curtis, they need this win. They blinked Dragon Tailed. It was just like, we're just going to cold embrace him. Because the stun is pretty much the same anyway.
Yeah, no, that's really smart. Teams have been looking for these DK counters falling. Are they going to get this kill?
They're trying. If he can get the Jingu stack and then throw it out, but he couldn't quite get the... Oh, never mind. Kingslayer commits. This is what you were talking about, nothing to say, and his idea that mid laner leaves, you just tank the tower.
You just 1v1 the tower with Lina, TA, and Ori. He didn't have a TP back to mid, so, you know, the mid tower with damage wasn't damaged. Oh.
They're going to go on GPK here. Save is also here, but GPK no longer having any mana. A double damage Storm Spirit puts him to shame. Looks like Save may still be caught. Ori's still got a little bit more mana to work with. That double damage rune doing some work. One more jump, and they've got a double kill for Ori. Even as they show mid lane, though, Nightfall and Kingslayer immediately get aggressive on Old 11 and kill him. It felt like it was going a little bit more one-sided for Virtus Pro, but that big double kill certainly changed things a lot. And you could see Nightfall having a playoff map every single time Ori is gone. Actually going to show himself. Oh, Ori! He sees the monkey jump onto the trees, and he's like, hey, I was looking for you. Thanks for coming straight to me. DK, Templar Assassin, neither one of them want to be there.
I mean, in theory, maybe. But the moment you TP down there, Vici are just going to smoke down there, get Reasons on Storm, and kill you down there. It won't look good.
Yeah, they're going to take the mid tower instead. Shackle Shot does give them a bit more time, but the Glyph is going to put things on hold. Re-engaging now. Vici Gaming looking for an overextension. They burn through the refraction here. Tower ends up falling to DM's poison. Save. Nice. Winner's Curse. They get a decent amount of damage, setting up the Chakram already in place. Good Shackle Shot, though. Is that? No, it's not going to be enough. The Electric Vortex quickly pulling GPK into his death.
VP did lose their TA, but I think they're sort of okay with it just because they were able to take the mid tower, and more importantly, in my opinion, they were able to defend their safe lane tower. They couldn't contest the Timbersaw, so they moved them somewhere else on the map.
This comes up again back to like just kind of ignoring the other 2 cores. I feel like Storm Spirit's really good against Monkey King.
As you say that, he goes back for the Maelstrom. I think it was a call. DK said, I blink, let's go. And he's like, oh wait, my DK is going to stun everyone from me. I can style on people with Maelstrom.
Let's see if they can get this. Chain stun in, leading out. Dragon Tail, Shackle Shot, follow up, and it does manage to last. That is a dead Storm Spirit, and they're going to catch BYW perhaps as well. TY, look at him lurking in the trees. Ready to go with the Winner's Curse. And
I feel like, I don't know why, but a lot of their drafts, they're waiting for their timing, but they don't have the better late game. Like we saw that versus Nigma, they had the Mars carry. Like they're under a timer. Maybe that's how they like to play, but it's hard to play Dota like that in these high pressure environments.
Old 11. He's tanky, but this is 4 members of Virtus Pro trying to bring him down. And is it going to be enough, though? There it is. Purifying Flames. That's just enough. DM's going to be pulled back in, but, oops. Accidentally used Fate's Edict on himself. Kingslayer perhaps fearing that Ori was going to jump on him, rather. DM does manage to find the Winter Wyvern here. Winter's Curse is up. DY, though, not seeing a good opportunity. Virtus Pro remaining very spread.
Oh, that's really smart. Yeah, they felt secure because they thought the TA was about to do Roshan. That's a good point.
Now Vici Gaming trying to get a little bit of information of inside of the pit. Are they really going to try this one? Metamorphosis is going to be used. But Wind Run already popped here. The Monkey King could have been jumping in, slowing them both down. Immediately hexed up, but at the same time, a beautiful shackle shot. Managed to lock down the Lion. Lion falls. Now Poyo surrounded by the Wukong's command. Turns around, managed to get asunder. Oh, the 11 just came in and blew up the DK and the Monkey King. GPK gonna be saved out by a last second false promise right before Kingslayer dies. That should keep him alive. But what a turnaround. Hits the Sunder on the Monkey King. And then the Timbersaw cleans both him and the DK up.
Just beautiful spell casting there. And we can see a bit of a problem with Monkey King this game. He has a Ringo, where he instantly gets sundered and bursts it down, and now Vici does Aegis.
Yeah, DM gets a little bit too close to the pits. Virtus Pro feeling a bit desperate. This is a Templar Assassin lineup that does not get the Roshan.
And that's a dieback from DM. He's dead for 66 seconds. They have full map control on Vici. And also, usually when you kill this Roshan, the lanes sort of push in. You know, you're killing like a 9,000 HP neutral creep. This game, they won the fight as well, so all their lanes are good.
Save, what are you? Jesus, look at how aggressive he's being. Ori, he's going to try and turn that around. Oh, Ori almost died to that Boundless Strike. That was a lot of damage. Save, throws out the power shot, misses. Ori's still alive here. Virtus Pro not slowing down whatsoever. Beautiful use of the side blades there from GPK. 5,000 net worth lead for Vici Gaming. They just traded a tier 1 for a tier 2. And Virtus Pro is going to smoke back into Vici Gaming here.
They saw the Timbersaw TP.
Oh, God, the smoke breaks. He jumps out of the tree just barely in time. The shackle shot actually grabbed the storms here. They managed to throw out the false promise. And Nightfall's going to turn around and try and deliver the damage onto Ori, who's saved by the Cold Embrace right now and does manage to zip away. The Winter's Curse laid out. Save is also going to be taken out by Poyo. The Scotty's going to be able to slow them down. Nightfall managed to jump into the trees and is looking away. GPK starts poking at Poyo, but again, high armor. Not easy to be able to burst this hero down, and he's still got his Sunder. They shackled it up. Old 11. Nice Boundless Strike. Ori jumps in and immediately dies. Oh, he did not expect that stun to be laid out. Nightfall. Just right place, right time with that stun, and now a shackle shot. They're not letting Vici Gaming get away from this one. Oh, the Lennon. He's going to have to turn around and see if he can take some heroes down with them. The Invis not going to be good enough here. Another shackle, but a Cold Embrace as well. Oh, managed to grab him inside of the trees here. Monkey King unable to jump down. Poyo trying to nail him right now, bit by bit. Nightfall trying to get some lifesteal in. He's staying alive right now. Chakram pullback. Is that going to be enough? Nightfall eventually falls, but the rest of Vici Gaming are going to fall as well as Old 11 running low on mana, surrounded by 3 heroes. Vici Gaming will lose this team fight.
I think Save hit like four 2-man shackles that fight, or just clutch shackles. Ooh, they're happy.
Oh yeah,
they're very happy.
Again, the burden of execution is high on Virtus Pro to be able to get this stun out. Trying to get the Dragon Knight into position. But now the rest of Vici Gaming is up here on this high ground. Virtus Pro are going to work their way across the map here, making the long moves around. Now that they're on equal footing, Old 11 actually stumbling right into them immediately. Heaven's Halberd, but let's see, the Monkey King, he tried to jump in the back line, but he didn't pop his BKB fast enough. Oh no, Nightfall, what have you done? Meanwhile, the Winter Wyvern does die with the rest of Virtus Pro managing to execute, but DM is out of here, and the rest of Virtus Pro is hoping to do the same, but Save, and I'm thinking Kingslayer, they're both going to have to experience a dieback here. They're dead for a very long time, and Roshan, well, we'll see what happens in 20 seconds. I think we were looking, I think it was a minute 20, right?
Oh, was that what's looking?
Yeah, I think that was the actual.
Oh, okay.
I do that all the time.
I don't know how to read as a spectator.
Yeah. 13-17, Virtus Pro on the precipice here of another early departure from a major. Last time they managed to win 1 series in the lower bracket. This time around, maybe they're just going to drop out without a win. Old 11. Oh, nice stun. Boundless Strike from Nightfall. DM and Nightfall find the Winter Wyvern, and they see that's a wonderful kill to get. Vici Gaming, they're going to buy back. They have actually got the outpost to be able to TP onto. They broke the tree as well. Nightfall sitting there stunned up during his BKB. Now trying to get off the Wukong's command. Poyo immediately moving outside of it. GPK trying to land the damage, but the Winter's Curse doesn't actually grab GPK. GPK is struggling though against all of this, as the Terror Blade just reigns supreme, brings down both of the cores.
Really good patience from this Terror Blade. He held his BKB for so long there, and then as soon as VP think they can commit on him, he pops it and just turns the fight around completely.
And 70 seconds with no Templar Assassin. This is going to be Vici Gaming getting at least one lane of barracks here. Oh, save. Always trying to do some sneaky little shenanigans here, but the Ghost Scepter will save PYW immediate buyback. Vici Gaming. Another 40 seconds, so they can definitely go for 2, but it's hard because they can't go to the mid lane. They'd have to go all the way up to top. If I had anything on the line, like if I was the coach or manager of Vici Gaming, I don't know if I would enjoy watching Old 11. I feel like it'd be too stressful for me, but as a casual spectator, I love watching him because it's so fun.
Never had to play with a stressful teammate, so don't know what that's like.
No, of course not. You definitely haven't experienced any of that. Oh, PYW gets off the Ghost Scepter, but here comes that Fortune's End, and it's actually going to be enough to finish him off. Winter's Curse laid out, and it also is catching the Templar Assassin, so this Monkey King is going to take a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Ori has already killed that back line. No false promise this fight until the buyback actually coming into play. Nightfall getting off the Wukong's command, but again, Poyoyo casually walking out of it every single time. They don't have a way to keep him in position, to keep him under that assault.
VP really like this wraparound smoke. I think it's the right choice too. They need to find the back line. Wyvern looks a bit vulnerable here.
Oh, save. Sentry, ward. They have a ward on the high ground. Vici Gaming. They know that Virtus Pro is up here. And Timbersaw, once again, Old 11, charging in. DM does manage to find the initiation, but it's going to be on the line, immediately saved by the Cold Embrace. Meanwhile, Ori is going straight for Kingslayer, but he's going to be saved by the Fate's Edict right now. May still have an opportunity to get off the False Promise. The Winter's Curse is going to stop the Wukong's command from going out. He had the False Promise himself. Meanwhile, the Shackle Shot going down, but the Cold Embrace, again and again, it just keeps on saving the Vici Gaming heroes. They are struggling to be able to find a single kill in this team fight. 4 dead with no buyback, and that is very likely the game as they're going to find that final member, GPK, next to the Roshan pit. Rampage for Poyoyo, and that is how they're going to close out this series, I believe, as Vici Gaming can just march down the mid lane.
You see Old 11, he timber chains in, he finds a BKB Monkey King on a tree, cuts his tree, and that's GG.
There it is. Vici Gaming are moving on. The TI dream is still alive for them here.
Very well played by Vici there. We really saw, I mean, that's Terrorblade. He does a lot of damage. Give him the space. I think his team did an excellent job sort of securing the map for him, and he delivers in the end.